A River Valley mom who was accused of drugging her infant son with methamphetamine, causing his death, has had her day in court. Now, if you want to hear all the details of the case, the original video that I did about this case will follow the information that I am going to give you now. I am just going to give you the updated information at this point in time. So in 2024, Rachel Dukes was accused of drugging her 3-month-old son, Grayson Strickland. On March 30th, 2024, a neighbor called 911 after Grayson was found unresponsive in his crib. He later died at a local hospital. His mother, Rachel Dukes, said that she didn't know what happened. Toxicology reports showed that Grayson Strickland had both methamphetamine and amphetamine in his system at the time of his death. Rachel said that she had no idea how methamphetamine could have found his way into Grayson's system. She later admitted to handling methamphetamine and some falling into Grayson's bottle, which she then just gave to Grayson. Searches of Rachel's phone showed that she purchased and used methamphetamine multiple times during Grayson's short life. According to investigators, it wasn't just that Grayson had methamphetamine in his system. It was also that 2 of Rachel's other children also had methamphetamine in their system. I believe reports said a 1 and 2-year-old. So Rachel Dukes pled not guilty to first-degree murder and 3 counts of introducing a controlled substance into the body of another person. She decided to take it to a jury trial, and that did not go in her favor. She had her trial this past week, and it ended on April 4th, Friday. So on Friday, the jury found her guilty. I cannot see the sentencing order at this time, but I know that she was found guilty of murder and introducing controlled substance into the body of another person. And according to prosecuting attorney Kevin Holmes, she was sentenced to 60 years in the Arkansas Department of Corrections. Now, I will say Rachel has had a drug problem for a while. It looks like, according to court records, actually completed a drug court program in Crawford County in the 2014-2015 timeframe. So you can do with that information what you will. I mean, at the end of the day, regardless of what happened, Grayson still lost his life as a result of methamphetamine. Now, Rachel's sentence does not fall under the 100% law that started this year because her crime actually happened in 2024, but she will have to serve, I believe, 40 years before she is eligible for parole. Now, I might be wrong on that, but I think that it's 40 years.
She told police that drugs fell in her baby's bottle, and that's why he had methamphetamine in his system. So according to police, little Grayson Strickland, who was 3 months old at the time, was taken to Baptist Health Medical Center in Van Buren, where he was pronounced deceased. At some point, police were called in to investigate, and it was found that little Grayson, who again was 3 months old at the time of his death, had methamphetamine and amphetamine in his system at the time of his death. When police questioned his mother, Rachel Dukes, about how this could possibly be so, Rachel Dukes finally admitted that yes, she had used methamphetamine in front of her baby son, and that at one point she was holding some meth and it fell in his bottle. When she was first arrested, Rachel Dukes was charged with introduction of a controlled substance into the body of another person, manslaughter, domestic battery in the 2nd degree, and there was an enhanced penalty for offenses committed in the presence of a child. Those charges have been updated, and I would almost say enhanced, because now she is being charged with 3 counts of introduction of a controlled substance into the body of another person, murder in the 1st degree, and the enhanced penalty for offenses committed in the presence of a child. And that enhanced penalty is only going to matter if she's convicted of the crime. It was 2 months after her son's murder that she was actually arrested, so she wasn't booked into the Crawford County Detention Center until June 1st. But anyway, I mean, I think about it like this, right? Even if she had been handling meth and handling her child at the same time, even if methamphetamine had fallen into her child's bottle, that still means that she turned around and gave the bottle to the child knowing that it contained meth. Now, that's just my thoughts, and maybe I'm wrong on that. According to police, that's what she told them, that the methamphetamine fell in the bottle and that's how it got into his system. Otherwise, I don't really know how you would explain it being in his system, considering the fact that he was just a 3-month-old baby. 3-month-old babies aren't mobile. They're not getting around, getting into stuff. I mean, at the most, the baby's going to maybe grab onto something and just not let go because they're still figuring things. Anyway, she, like I said, is still being held in the Crawford County Detention Center. What do you think about this case?